We're a neighborhood school, so the children that attend here are primarily kids in the neighborhood. They walk to school. We serve the Hilltop neighborhood. They are known for their low-income housing. We have a classroom of students from different countries that have been in the U.S. Less than a year and don't have a good command of the English language. And a lot of times poverty doesn't even begin to describe what they're living in. Kids come to us whose parents have been killed, a lot of single parents trying to make it, and with the workforce the way it is, they can't keep gainful employment that helps them get out of the poverty. Some kids are embarrassed because they don't have shoes or a winter coat. So they may get sick a lot because they're not dressed for the weather, and we can help provide those things. If a student's struggling throughout the day and can't focus, it might be because they're hungry. A lot of times there's students struggling with a behavior issue based on something at home, and we can try to talk with the parents and try to get the children hooked up with counseling, or maybe put in one of our groups to help them work on their social skills with other students and staff. I wish that people in the community would understand that the need is very, very high, and for these kids to do well on their state assessments and make academic gains, we have to first meet their basic needs like food and clothing, and addressing their emotional issues, which just seem to escalate every year with things that are happening in the home.
All right, we're going down to Pawnee and Seneca to get our rider. Good, comfortable?
People kind of take it for granted, I think, because most people can just go out and jump in their car and take off. Other times I have to use a cab, which going to this clinic would be probably, what, $50, $60.
You know, the people who use our transportation service, a lot of them are just put away somewhere and forgotten about. People don't realize that they are alive, they are breathing, and they do have a life, and they need to go places. You know, like I said, they need to go to the grocery store. They need to go to doctor's appointments. They have to go to the banks. So we give them a sense of dignity, of pride, because they're actually able to conduct their daily lives just like anybody else that has their own mode of transportation.
All right, ready to head out? As part of street outreach, we get to work with youth, usually when we first meet them, it's in maybe the worst day they've ever had, or in a crisis they've never been in before.
If they're sleeping out on the streets, we have couches and bean bags that they can sleep on. We have a comfort room that they can go sleep in and be comfortable.
We get to say, hey, you're important and you don't have to go through this alone, and help them to think through some safe choices, safe resources that they can count on through that crisis.
Actually, I used to be a youth there, and it really inspired me how she worked with me personally. And I was like, well, maybe I want to be like her. She's nice, she's cool, she's funny, and she gets stuff done. I want to be like her. So I applied for the position, and luckily I got it, and I love what I do.
It's pretty cool to be able to balance those two, those crisis moments and those moments of making memories that make life so much more special, and see that this can become reality for them. When we get to celebrate a birthday, and we get to look them in the eye and say, you matter, and we are glad that you were born. Like, we are glad that we know you. And then we get to celebrate with them. That's the coolest thing.